Okay, so we're recording. So, all right, Chandler, if you will tell everyone your brief story, like how you got started, why you got started, and where you are now.
Perfect. Okay, so hi, my name is Chandler. I am a diamond leader with It Works. Working on my double diamond currently. I honestly don't have a really cool story. I wish that I did. That way, like, when I'm, like, you know, ambassador up on the stage, my story would be cool, but it's not. My best friend is one of my best friends is my upline, and I started out as a customer. I loved the products. I'm a big fitness freak, so, you know, anything I can try to enhance because I love food is great. That way I didn't, you know, just spend hours in the gym and get nothing out of it. So I loved the products. I had tried the wraps and the greens, and then she had asked me a couple times, you know, hey, you should sell this stuff. You'd be really good. And I'm like, okay, no. I was that girl that's like, no, I wouldn't be good. Nobody would buy from me. I'm not going to, no, I'm good. And she's like, okay, whatever. And so finally one day I had an office job at this point, and she had texted me, and I looked at it, and it said, I need you on my team. You need to join. And so I was like, okay, you know, whatever. Like, it's $99. I'll just put it on a credit card, and then I'll, you know, either use the wraps or sell the wraps and just pay it off. You know, like, even if I don't sell anything, whatever, it's $99. Well, I was excited about it, and so I instantly made a post. I signed up, or I made her actually sign me up through customer service. I switched from a loyal customer to a distributor. So I made her do all the hard work and dirty work, and she was like, okay, you're good. So, like, I instantly, right after I signed up, I made a post about it on Facebook. I didn't even have a Facebook, actually. I'm pretty sure, like, I had to create a Facebook for it, like, specifically for It Works, because I didn't have a Facebook. So I created a Facebook, but I made a post on Instagram. And I was like, so I started this business, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm super excited. These wraps are amazing. Like, I've had awesome results. And in 48 hours, I had my first 4 loyal customers. Now, granted, I also was texting my mom and my aunt and my nana and everyone I could possibly think of to text. My friends, I was texting everybody. I was like, you have to get on board. Like, I just started. Like, you have to support me. And I'm one of those where I'm like, I don't really give people an option. I'm like, okay, so I'm placing your order. What would you like? And especially if it's my family. So I did that. I got my first 4 customers in 48 hours. And then from there, it was just like, I took off. I went Ruby in 60 days. This was back when the Ruby bonus was $1,000. So I got the Ruby bonus, and so $1,000 in 60 days. And then I actually added my husband, or my fiance, almost husband, to my team. And I got him to Ruby the next month on his 60-day mark. So I got myself and him to Ruby in 90 days. And then the next month I promoted to Emerald. So within, how many days is that? 120 days?
Something like that.
Yeah, I was 120-ish days. I was Emerald with the company. I'm a firm believer that if you start off and you're excited and you are contacting everyone you know and you have your hundreds list in front of you, that's going to happen. Like, you're just going to be on fire because your friends and people, like, you don't even think are going to buy from you. Like, people from high school, I can't tell you how many people from high school have contacted me that I probably was never friends with. But they're like, okay, I need to either A, join your team, or B, sign up for these products. But then I stayed at Emerald for 8 months, and it was 8 horrific months of horrible depression because it was so easy for some reason for me to get to Emerald, and then everything just kind of, like, stopped. Like, I was still signing, I was still doing stuff, I was still getting customers, but I actually quit my job right after I went Emerald because I was like, I'm about to go Diamond. I'm good. And so when I didn't really, when I didn't go diamond right away, I was like, okay, well, maybe it'll take a couple months. Well, I was working, but what I didn't realize is I wasn't working for diamond. And I say that, and I'll go into that more, but like there's a way that you work for diamond, and then there's a way that you're like doing what you're doing now. Calm your roll, sister. She's gonna be grumpy tonight. Beautiful. Sorry, y'all. So I'm just gonna stand up and talk.
Good. I get that.
You're fine. So I was on, like, I literally paused my life, was at Emerald for 8 months, and actually I lost rank, I want to say December I lost rank, and I was getting paid as a Ruby, and then I went to conference in February. Now, when I went to conference, I was 6 months pregnant. Me and Elise were 6 months pregnant. Went to conference, and whenever I've been boxed for diamond for 8 months. Boxed for diamond. But I was not getting diamond. So, seriously, you want the pen? Take the pen. Be happy. No, we're not happy. So whenever Mark was like, oh, hey, $20,000 bonus, I'm like, well, screw this. Like, I'm getting that bonus. Like, I was like, no ifs, ands, but about it. So I'm not even kidding. I don't think I've ever worked so hard in my life. But I, in 16 days, got over 2,800 GV. And, and I was placing under dead legs. I was doing what it took. I was like, I'm getting this bonus because once I have these 400 legs, I can, maintain through volume and I'm good. But I was like, I'm getting this bonus. And in 16 days, went from Ruby Pay to Diamond. So it's possible. Great. It's just the steps that you take. So now I'm kind of back at that same, I'm working, but I'm not probably doing what I should be doing because life is hectic. But you know what? I'm also a believer that, sorry, my phone is connected to my thing. Okay, can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, I pushed something and now y'all are, okay. So I know y'all have questions and it'll help answer, I'll answer everything y'all probably have for, what did you have to do in that 16 days and everything. So okay. I'm ready. That's my story. I'm currently working on my double diamond, really pushing, but probably not as hard as I should be. So I'll get there.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead with the questions then. I'm just going to read them off individually and you can answer them. So, okay. So, question 1, did you ever feel like maybe you wouldn't make the goals you set for yourself in the business? Set a goal at the beginning of the month. Did you ever feel like you wouldn't get
there? So honestly, for me, I'm one of those where, and I actually read something about this the other day. Apparently, you are less likely to reach your goals if you announce it to everybody. Like if I sit there and I go to my team and I'm like, guys, I'm going double diamond this month. For some reason, it's like you're holding this huge standard to everybody, and it's like you are psyching yourself out. So I've been doing that, and I'm like, I'm going double, I'm going double, I'm going double. But I've yet to go double. I think that for you personally, don't set, whenever you're setting goals, it's important to set goals that are obtainable. So instead of saying, if you're a Ruby and you're like, oh, I'm promoting Emerald for the month. I'm going to go Emerald. Instead of doing that, look at it by boxes. Look at it by volume. Say, okay, this week I'm going to get at least 2 loyal customers and 3 potential distributors. Set goals to where you know that you're going to reach those goals, and it's going to keep you way more positive in your business and doing what you're doing. If that makes sense.
I agree. I've come across that too. If I made way too big of a goal and then I didn't reach it, I really got discouraged. So I piggyback that, set little goals. Every day I get up and say, I'm going to sign a loyal customer and I'm going to get a potential distributor, if not sign a distributor. So that way, if I at least completed 1 or 2 of those things, I'm like, yes, I was awesome today. And then I'll wake up the next day and do it again. And that's really changed my attitude with everything.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It definitely just keeps you positive and going.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
One second. Put her in the other room really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Right back. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Go. Mom is working. Go in there with Daddy. No, you're not getting a chew. You already had one. She loves chews. Mama's working. Go in there.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. Okay, so question 2. How do you balance the business and family time? Since we're not.
Tell.
Yeah.
It's very, I mean, and you know, Lisa, we have the exact same age children. It's really hard, but there's ways to do it. Now, your kids sleep at some point in time. Your kids are going to take naps. It's sometimes easier when you, like, I know a lot of people use, I have a full-time job as an excuse, but I actually probably had more time in my full-time job to work my business than I do being a stay-at-home mom, which I love being, or a work-at-home mom. I love being a work-at-home mom because I never miss anything with my kids. I own my own time. I do what I want. But it's hard because being a mom is a full-time job, and it's probably the hardest job ever. And then there's those of us that have boyfriends or fiancés or husbands who sit there and, you know, gripe at us for being on our phone constantly. I've had that. And then all of that. So the best thing that I can say is to set an alarm on your phone. Spend an hour with your family or your kids or whatever you need, and then take 30 minutes to yourself. Add as many people as you can on Instagram. Like, set up 10 posts in that 30 minutes that you have, because 10 posts are going to take you like 15 minutes to set up. You know, if you can copy and paste and you have everything ready, your scripts or whatever. That's going to take you, 15, 20 minutes, and then adding people is not going to take long because we get blocked all the time on Instagram. So set aside 30 minutes and then set another alarm to like do something that you personally need to get done. Like, well, I need to clean my house right now. Like, I've got to put up the dishes, or I've got to do some personal development. Take another 30 minutes to do that. Now, if your kids, like you have kids, so I don't know if it's going to be whether it's nap time or just, let your kids watch it. 30 minutes to an hour of TV is not going to kill them while you're working. You know what I mean? Like, you have to keep your sanity, because I know as a work-at-home mom, keeping my sanity is hard, because half the time I'm like multitasking and I'm like, okay, I'm going to strangle one of you here in a second because you're driving. But it's totally possible. When you're in bed at night, your kids are going to go to bed usually before you. When you're laying in bed, you're probably on your phone. Take that time to, again, add, post, get your post ready for the next day. That way, like, when you're on the go and you're doing a million things, you can click, okay, post, you know what I mean? So, hold on 1 second. Hey, by the way, Olive was crying and she's in Patrick's room. Olive is crying and she's in Patrick's room. She's not a happy camper right now. Sorry. One of my friends just got here. Praise the Lord. And I don't know about y'all, but my husband, actually we're getting married on the 31st, so he's almost officially my husband. He works literally 13 to 14-hour days. So I mean, like, when I tell you, like, I understand what you're going through when you're sitting there and you're like, I'm going out of my damn mind with my kids and my job right now. I'm like the number one person to totally feel you, because I do it by myself all day, 7 days a week, because Bob, my husband, owns a chair and gymnastics gym. So, and it's new, so he has to be there 6 to 7 days a week. So I'm literally, you can feel night when I'm like, okay, mommy needs like a Bloody Mary right now. the bottle of wine that
I'm going to say, Chandler, where's your bottle of wine?
I always have a bottle of wine and I don't have one. I'm always like, okay, guys, team meeting, bottle of wine. But I am totally one of those. And so that's why, like, whenever you're going to the bathroom, take an extra 5 minutes in the bathroom. Like, you have to find time to work your business, because as much as you want to pull your hair out from stress and, like, you need Compion to, like, overdosing, you're doing this before your family. Like, you're making extra money for your family. So, you know, you do all these things for a reason. So remember, you have to make time for your business. So if you're not making time for your business, like, it's going to interfere. So if you get to the point where you can, drop your kids off at daycare once a week, dude, and don't feel bad for it. Like, don't feel bad for it. Like, yeah, you're a work-at-home mom, but your business is also, it needs to be up here too, because you're doing it for a reason. Like, and if your business is slacking, your paycheck is slacking. And if your paycheck is slacking, your bills are still piling up and you're still in debt, and it's not helping your family anyway. So,
yeah, that's good.
Managing, you can't tell me easy, so.
No, it's good. There's days where I'm like, I don't think I'm going to get anything done today, but if I take 5 minutes, change my attitude, and I'm like, okay, let me take a minute, let me get this set up, and then go do the dishes or playtime or whatever, and then come back to it.
Yep.
Whatever works in your schedule. So that's good.
And you know what? My house is always a mess. And you know what? I always tell people when they come over, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm really not
Don't worry
about it. Welcome to my Hotness Express.
Yes, because like you said, even though we're work-at-home moms, like, it's a job still. So you still have to treat it as a job. And it took me a little while to realize that, where I'm like, I'm home with the kids playing. I'm like, but I have to work too. So that's good. Okay. Next question. How long do you wait to follow up with potentials? And second part of that, how many times do you follow up with them?
Okay, so something with me, and you'll learn, I'm just so blunt and straight to the point and out of my damn mind half the time. But I'm fun, so that counts. So whenever I'm talking to a potential customer and they say, hey, I can't order today, then I always ask for a day to order. I'm always like, okay, well, do you want to, how about Friday? Is Friday a good day? Like, can I follow up with you on Friday and we can place the order? Sometimes they're like, yeah, that's a good day. Or they're like, no, can we do next Friday or this day because I get paid? So always try to give them a date. That way you have a date when you follow up with that person. And usually before I follow up with that person, like the day before, I'll send them a message and I'm like, I'm so excited for you to get started on your, like, 90-day hair, skin, and nails challenge or whatever, just to make them feel like, oh, she's thinking about me, blah, blah, blah. So that works well. And then when I follow up with them, most of the time they'll place. Sometimes they won't. But I also create a sense of urgency, and I know you've heard that a million times, but like when I'm talking to a customer, I'm like, or when I like warm message people and I'm like, hey, I have one spot left, like for my big discount. I really need a new product tester, but I'm talking to a couple other girls, but I'd love to get you started right now and fill that spot. And then they're like, oh shit, well, I want that spot. Like, shit, you're talking to other girls, I need this spot. So then people are like, okay. And so that works really well for me too. Like I know a lot of times you'll see the post where it's like, I'm looking like for 10 new teammates or 10 lives to change. I'll never put that high of a number because that's a big number. I'm always like, there are 4 spots, there are 3 spots, there's 1 spot for someone on my team right now. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's going to be like, people at 10 spots, I'm going to fill 10 spots, So I make it seem just more urgent. Like, you need to contact me ASAP. And then for the follow up with them. If you don't get a reply the first time, I would wait a few days and then follow up again and be like, hey girl, I know you've been busy, work is crazy, or the weekend, was probably a blast, but I'm ready to get your order in. Were you ready? If they don't respond, honestly, if they don't respond after like 3 follow-ups, I send them the message that says, hey girl, were you still interested in purchasing the wraps? If not, let me know so I can take you off of my follow-up list. Because number one, you don't need to be wasting your time. And number two, we don't need to be wasting their time if they're not interested anymore. And if they are interested, they're going to come back to you. Mm-hmm. Like they're still following you, they're still watching you, and they're going to come back to you. But maybe right now I've had a girl, I used that one time for a PDT, and she was like, I'm so sorry. I haven't been able to, I haven't had the money, so I haven't been able to disappoint you. And I'm like, so people like if they don't have the money, it's like they're scared. Like they don't want to tell you they don't have the money. So if you sit there and you're like, hey, should I take you off my follow-up list? I've had people be like, no, don't take me off yet. Contact me like next month. I'm just, I have a lot going on. So if they don't respond, honestly, I know this sounds real bad, but I delete their phone number and I move on with my life. Because there's a lot of times you're going to get PLCs and they're never going to sign. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of times you're going to get PLCs and they will sign. So I'm going to spend my time creating more contacts and more PLCs. And then if that person is eventually still watching me, they're going to come back to me, So I tried, and you don't want to spend too much time trying on someone who obviously isn't that urgent to do it. So you definitely just, keep making more and more contacts. So that's just my customers. So
yeah, I started doing that too, creating that urgency of like, okay, do you want me to take you off my follow-up list? And they're like, no, wait, and like either they won't respond and I'm like, okay, cool, that's my answer, or they're like, no, please just check in like next week or next month or whatever. So then they're serious. They just can't buy right now. So
and it's amazing how people like just saying, should I take you off of my follow-up list? They're like, shit.
No.
I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, it really does work. I've noticed a difference doing that. Yep. Okay, so next question. Okay, how do you market our products over all the other products that claim to be gluten-free, non-GMO, all natural? Like, how do you get your potentials to buy our products over other people's products? Because there's a lot out there that claim they're all natural. They're, non-GMO, no fillers, blah, blah, blah. So what makes our products special over theirs?
That's a really easy question for me to answer because I am a product of the product. Mm-hmm. And if you are a product of the product, nobody's going to question you.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to sit there and say, okay, well, what's the difference between this and this? And I'm going to sit there and say, well, I use this. I didn't use this. Like, I got my results from this, so I know this works. I've never tried this, so I don't know if this works or not. So, and I mean, I grew up, my godfather is a personal trainer. I grew up with a fitness background. I know exactly what should be going into my body. I know how to give people abs. I know, what machines to work that give you what. And that's like that's a plus for me in my business, but in my background, but I still don't get a lot of customers just from that. You know what I mean? Like, but I can sit there and if somebody asks me a question about it and they're like, okay, well, what about, like, I'll throw an example, like, what about Herbalife and what about us? And I'm going to sit there and say, honestly, Herbalife is probably great if you're not drinking just 2 shakes in 1 meal a day, because that's not what your body needs to sustain nutrients. It's not going to make you skinny. And if it does, you're going to get off of these shakes and you're going to gain all your weight right back. But if you, add a shake in with your 3 meals a day and you drink 2 shakes in between, then it'll probably work really well for you. And I'm really honest with people, and I'm like, but I can give you products where you literally don't have to drink crappy shakes. Because I'm such a like texture taste person that shakes, I can barely do like protein shakes, and I have to, like when I work out and stuff. So, I'm just honest. I'm really honest. Like, I'm an honest person. I'm like, well, you can go try that if you want, but I also know their stuff's more expensive. Like, I'm like, I also can give you something that's going to give you the exact same results for half the price, and that like cleans out your system and actually does more good than just a shake that you're supplementing in your daily, stuff. So I weigh the differences, and I'm honest with people. Like, I'm not going to put another company down because, shoot, Bob used to do Herbalife shakes and he liked it. So I can't sit there and be like, oh, Herbalife sucks, but Bob also really likes it works. So I'm honest, and I just literally, that's why we tell you need to have an auto ship.
Yep.
I don't care if it's an 80 BB auto ship, but you need to at least try something new once a month, or you need to create 90-day challenges for yourself every 90 days. Like, I want to lose 15 pounds. Okay, create a 90-day challenge and lose 15 pounds, because you're going to be showing your customers who are watching you, or your potential customers, okay, that their products actually work. Like, she's selling products that actually work and she believes in, so they must really work.
Yeah, I agree. That was what I had told them too earlier when they had asked. So I wanted to see if you said the same thing. Okay. Changing Sissy's diaper. All right. So next question. How do you build your Instagram followers? This person said that they started following more but not getting followed back. So what do you do?
Okay. So make sure whenever you have an Instagram that your Instagram is private. It's going to increase your chances of people following you back because they're curious and they're not just going to scroll through your stuff and be like, okay, I already can see everything. Why do I need to follow them back? And then whenever I go add people, I go to my home page. So if y'all can see this, like, I'll go to my home page and I'll see that this girl has 9 likes. So I will click on her 9 likers and I will go add those 9 people. And like these 2, I'm already instantly following them. So I'm going to click on them and I'm going to click on one of their pictures. And this person has 68 likes on this picture. I'm going to go through and I'm going to follow these 68 people. And you just keep doing that into this big, huge rabbit hole. But you're following people, like, you're not just on a popular page, because a lot of those people, like, are either 12 or they're not going to follow you back. So go to active people. Like, some of those people aren't active that you're probably following. So what I do is, instead of following people's followers, I follow the people that like other people's stuff, because I know that they're active and that they're looking at Instagram constantly. So that's how I build my followers.
That's exactly how I do it too. So that's good. And you just got to keep doing that. Like, literally, like, follow. When you're first getting your followers up, you are following all day. Like, when you get your phone and you post, you follow. Or you just follow when you go to the bathroom, follow when you wake up, like, whatever. Just, you're following until you get your numbers, like, way up there.
And y'all, I can't tell you, I've been trying to hit 10,000 followers forever. And it's like, I can't get past like 97,000. And I'll go follow like 500 people and maybe keep 100 of those, if 100 of those followers.
I think when your numbers get higher, it's harder to keep them sometimes.
Yeah, it is. But is it going to end?
Yes. Okay. If it ends, we're going to keep, have you upgraded yours? I never bought it.
I bought it. Yeah, I paid for mine.
Shoot. Okay. It's probably, if I upgrade it, it's going to kick us all off. Okay. Because we've still got some questions. Okay. We'll keep going. If it ends, I'll send everybody another thing and we'll jump back on. Okay. All right. We'll keep going. All right. So how do you get so many potential distributors and actual distributors to sign?
Okay. This is also an easy question. So I love my job. I love it, and there's no denying it. I make sure, now sometimes when I'm on social media, people piss me off, because people piss everyone off on social media. So like, I'll post something that's like, okay, get your panties out of a wad kind of thing, like a semi-negative but not so negative comment or post. But I, for the most part, try to keep everything positive, because my life is pretty great. Like, our job is pretty awesome. And so I put it works. I don't work my job. Like, I incorporate my job into my life. So what I mean by I don't work my job, it's not like a job that's like, I have to work. Like, I don't wake up and I'm like, oh, I have to work today. I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to post a picture. Look, I slept until 10 today. Who else wants to sleep until 10? Because I don't have an alarm clock besides my children. Boom. People are like, what the hell? This girl doesn't have an alarm clock? What does she do? I didn't even have to mention it works. I literally just said, I don't have an alarm clock. I can wake up whenever I want. Isn't it great? I make money this way. Like, people are like, wait, what? I also, like I said, I just literally everything I do. Like, if I go to the mall during the day, I'm like, guys, I'm literally getting paid to go shopping right now, and that's pretty legit, you know, like, stuff like that. So if you are incorporating It Works into your life and every day, like, even if you're at work and you have a full-time job, but you're posting and you're like, I love that, you know, I can spend 30 minutes to an hour a day on my phone and make an extra $200 to $500 a month while having a full-time job, because that $200 to $500 a month could literally change someone's life. So little posts like that, you just have to incorporate It Works into your life. Like, and don't post a lot of, I never post ad posts. So, like, I'll never post a picture that's, like, looking for a distributor. Like, I never, ever post that. I always post a selfie or pictures of my kids or pictures of what I got to buy today. Hold on one second. Hello? Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I have to walk this little girl out to her father really quick.
Okay.
My friend, hold on 1 second. Okay. Jay, baby, come on. Jay, let's go, baby. Your dad is here. What?
Hey, is everyone, like, understanding everything she's saying?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Come on, baby.
I got to upgrade to the Pro at some point. I'll do that after this. I should have done it. I didn't realize it ended at an hour. So when it does, I'll send everybody the new meeting ID in the chat, and you just jump back on.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm almost done though. Okay, sorry.
You're good.
I'm telling
You're
you guys,
good.
everything is my life. Anyway, so incorporate It Works in your life. And then whenever I'm talking to PDTs, I'm also one of those, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Kim Scott, but she's like my spirit animal. And she did this video how if people are asking her a bunch of questions like, well, how are you going to help me with this business? She's like, Swerve, I don't want you on my team. Like, how are you going to help yourself, you know? So
Yeah.
whenever I'm talking to distributors, I don't beg for distributors, because if you beg for a distributor, you're going to beg for them to work and they're not going to do a damn thing.
Yes.
So whenever, like, don't be upset if you're not signing distributors every week, or even if you don't get one in a month, but you're signing customers, don't get down on yourself, because guess what? You're still getting paid pretty decent check by signing customers. Mm-hmm. And you want people on your team who want to be there, because if you don't, you're going to have a whole team full of people who don't do anything, and then you're wasting your time trying to train people, and then those people aren't going to care, and then it's like this huge cycle. So don't try to overcomplicate signing distributors. Let them, like, yes, message people, see if they're interested, but don't beg for them to join your team, because the second that you beg for them to join and you have to convince them why they should join, you're going to have to convince them why they have to work every day, and they're not going to. From experience, they're not going to. So let them come to you, let them, and don't make it difficult. Like, don't be like, oh, well, if you do this, you get this, and you do all this. Don't. Just say, I promote these awesome products that I love, and I make money. Literally, that's what you do. So if they have a question like, well, how do you get paid? Well, what do you do? Well, I promote these products on social media. I get customers because they're awesome, and I get paid. It's short, sweet, and simple. That is your job, and that is what you do. So that's my advice for that. Don't like overthink distributors. A lot of people are like, I haven't gotten a distributor, and I've been in it for 30 days. Dude, that's like, give God time. Like, focus on your business. Focus on your customers. Build contacts. Like, make friends on social media. And then let people come to you, because they're going to come to you. Like, I've had like 4 people in the past week come to me from just watching my social media. Like, it's people, one girl who had asked me about it before and I didn't push it. I literally didn't push it on her. And now she's like, I need this, so I'm joining on Sunday. Like, she needs it. That's who you want, somebody who needs it. So.
Yeah, that's perfect. Because I've built my charts before and had to completely start over because I basically begged those people, and you learn. I mean, you learn every day in this business what to do and what not to do. And when you are begging people to join you, they may jump on, but guess what? They're not going to work. I built a ruby leg. I was charted for emerald back in April. And as soon as I built that girl to ruby, all of them fell off because they didn't work because I had to beg them.
This is my double diamond chart.
Yeah, it's full, isn't it?
I don't even look at this chart because this chart does not matter right now because half these people
don't work.
And I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to build strong people, strong legs, and you want to build strong. You don't want to build big or tall. You want to build strong. I would rather have a strong ruby leg than a shitty diamond leg because I'm not going to maintain, and it's going to be a pain in my butt every month.
Yeah, I agree. Just like the last two that I've signed, they came to me because they've been watching me. Sarah on here came to me because she had been watching me all summer and was just like, I'm ready to do this. And I had never talked to her before. So just if consistency every single day. I think Jade Hooper said she posted like every single day, all day long, every day for like 60 days or 90 days and never got nothing. And then on that 61st or 91st day, bam, like 10 people. Like, because they have to see that you're not going to fall out of this, that you're not going to give up, that, okay, this girl must be doing something good because she has not quit like everybody else quits when they start.
Watch that.
Yes, they do. They watch your negativity. They watch everything. You celebrate everything in this business, even if it's something so small, because people are watching you for that. Okay, before we get to the next one, it's about to end in like a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'm going to jump right back on. I'll send everybody the new ID number, okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.